Hey everybody, it's Aid Moogie. You can also call me Kirby Thunderpaw in Roblox, and I'm back with another showcase. This one's TogaDen City. I'm really proud of it. So this is another showcase, and okay, so we just get up. I'll turn on the resolution so you can see the entire skyline. You got a huge ass mountain in the back. You got a river in the side, and you got trees everywhere. You got houses and the buildings on the right side. And we also got a few coasters. This was back when I wasn't that good at building coasters. I also have another park that's completely like theme park styled. I'll showcasing that in another video. But I'll just turn on the resolution so I can actually move. And here we go. So we got two buildings here. This is just for a decoration, honestly. You can't actually. It's just for decoration, honestly. You can come here and eat. And then you come to this. This is one of the apartment complexes I made. I just based this off of an actual building in Seattle. I just try to recreate it and make it my own style. It's called Garden Hill. You come down, there's two cafes. I come up, and then you got these rooms. There's 8 in total. You can go upstairs as well. You got this like tiny space. You got a window, and you got window there. So go down. And then this is actually the first building that appeared in this entire city. I started off with this one singular building, and it just became this huge cluster of buildings. Now you see I have a lot of rides inside my buildings, so I can actually increase foot traffic in my city. We come here, this is the city hall, and then we just have a tiny carousel here. Again, I put it here so we can increase foot traffic. Here's another building. It's like a restaurant here by the river. And then we got apartment complex. Is also for decoration. You can't actually go inside. Sunset housing. I don't think we need to really look in there much. And we come here. This is a park. This is a park in the city. People who live around here, you can just take a stroll here, take your dog outside for a walk. We come here. It's a station building. So the one is a subway station, city hall, because the city hall is literally right there. I think I'll go down the subway later, maybe at the end. So here's I call this the World Trade Center. Obviously, you can obviously tell this is based off of New York, like the Twin Towers, and you got World Trade Center 3, World Trade Center 4. I think this is the best part of the entire park. With this North Tower and the South Tower, I've got teleporter elevators linked up to the top floor, so you can actually go up. North Tower is just like how it is. There's a restaurant on top, but I don't think any guests come here, so these tables really just for decoration. You get this spectacular view, but I think the South Tower is a better view. So we go here and take up the elevator, and then you take the stairs up to the top floor, and then you get this spectacular view of this entire city. I turn up the graphics. This is the view you're getting basically. This is the North Tower. All these buildings, the residential area, and the huge towering mountain. I've yet to name it yet, so we're just gonna jump off. Here's another random buildings. There's a lot of random buildings that I made inside this thing. And then here's another random building. This is just for decoration, and I got inspiration from this from my grandparents' house. It's not my grandparents' house. They live in an apartment complex, and I just got this is the garage I made, underground garage. There's another floor down there, but I don't think we need to go there. Come up, it's just like some park area. World Park Boulevard. I think we should explore more of the city. This is a huge mall I made. It just has a lot of rides, and I still need to put a lot of lights inside. TogaDen Great Mall. This is really just a huge place for rides. It really is. It's nothing much. So we come out. And we're on Park World Road, Main Street. I think this is more to the downtown area now. We got a huge number of buildings, so I can actually make the skyline look better, obviously. And then we got two others. We got two other buildings, tall buildings. This is for residential buildings. It's very simple design, but I think it mixes really well with the skyline. And then we got a bunch of other buildings here. We got this coaster that launches up. It's really not much. It just launches up. And then here's the downtown area. You got a huge tower here. You got a launch free fall. And this building is supposed to be the tallest building, but that was before I made these twin towers. Yeah, this is really... I anticipated a really good design for this, but it did not work well at all. And here's the main station, obviously, TogaDen main station. We got, artificial bus stops. And we got a huge fountain. Here's the entrance. TogaDen main station. Like I said, I'll ride the subway later. And we go down. This is now like Milford. It's a residential area, a neighborhood. We got one coaster here. We just got a food stall. We just got a food court here. Everyone's enjoying their snacks and their meal. This is more of the rich housing. In all honesty, I made these huge houses so I can actually save space. I didn't want to make a lot. I had this huge fear that I would run out of space and not be able to build anything, and which resulted in me building this, deleting this entire tower that used to be here. We come here. There's a hotel. There's a hotel I made. The front building is for the coaster that we'll ride later. We come here. Is another station. Told you this. There's a station for every neighborhood and the downtown area. Milford Station. And then here's the hotel. You can actually come in here. This is a check-in area. And I made these teleporter elevators, and there's actually rooms here. This is actually a fairly small hotel, but you got a lot of rooms. So I made this pool here. This is a hotel pool. It's a classic. And we got these small houses. Just the regular houses for average medium income citizens. And it's just more buildings. And then we got this pagoda I made with a bunch of cherry blossoms. I think it's a really nice decoration. It's just some small thing I made up. We got more houses. 3 block sized houses, another park. Is the Milford. Welcome to Milford sign. And I guess we'll be heading to the coaster right now, so I'll see you there. I'm gonna go to the coaster. Okay, so now we're back. We're at the coaster, and let's get a ride with this thing. So we're going up. It's not that great. Everyone has told me that this coaster is really too rough, and this steep incline of a coaster is really not that good. But I just had to build something. So you got this huge mountain. I'm still I'm absolutely stunned that I even made this thing. I'd say it took me about a week, not a week, probably 4 days to make this entire mountain. So I just, I divided into 4 quadrants, and then I decided to fill one quadrant every day. And this is through tunnel, and then we go down. Here's the coaster. It's not a spectacular ride, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's really rough. Yeah, this is the ride. And here's the brakes. I think we're done with this. I called this the floorless flail, because I just anticipated that all the guests would be flailing their arms once they ride this floorless. And we come here. Here's a spectacular mountain I made. Again, yet to name it, but I'm trying to get up. Currently, there's a lot of towering trees. We come up here. Oh, this is awesome. We come up to the very top, the highest point in the entire park. Turn on the graphics, and here's the view of the entire city. It's just, you can also have fun. You can place TNT here and launch yourself off the map, which I will not be doing. So, and here's my favorite spot in the entire park. This is mini hot springs I made. TogaDen hot springs. This is a small cabin for changing, and then we got smoke emitter down there, which makes this really cool, hot, like this hot springs kind of feel. You got this fountain, you got this really good nature view. You got a huge mountain there, so I think this is really good for relaxation. Just come here for a hot sauna or something. This is a really hot springs is really cool. So now we're just gonna go down to the other side of the mountain and take a look at the actual neighborhoods. So we come here. I call this the rich neighborhood because they have the biggest houses, and it's called Mountainside. It's a really uncreative name, I know. So we come here. It's really just that it's just a typical residential area that you expect. We got another coaster here, and you can see all these houses are the biggest. That's why I call this the rich. That's why I call this the rich neighborhood. And I guess we'll be riding the other coaster. Obviously, I know you guys would want that, right? I know you guys don't care, but I'm just gonna ride it anyway. This was before I was even good at making coasters. But I'd say this one's not bad. It's a really short ride though, and it's kind of unenthusiastic and unthrilling. So just wait for it to go up. It's got a lot of turns, so you probably feel really nauseous from this one. We go down. It's a full turn. Oh, it's a lot of turns. Honestly, this is a very nauseous coaster. It's not as rough. That's what I like about it. But it's a really short ride, and it's really not that exciting at all. Let's be honest. Shovel Shack Mystery Station. We come down. We got two shops here. 7-Eleven. This is my shop. I call this Mr. California Man's Convenience Store because I live in California. And I got my other friend who lives in Washington to do this. Mr. Washington Man's Shop. It's kind of an inside joke we had. So, and I made this huge fountain. This is just the biggest way to save space, honestly. I was already freaking out when my capacity already reached 1.7 megabytes, so I was freaking out and trying to take as much space while taking as little megabytes as possible, because once I take up too much space, I can't build anything, and I have to destroy one of my magnificent buildings I have. And then here, we welcome you to Irvington. This is this typical regular neighborhood we have. Welcome to Irvington. And normally this parking lot we're supposed to have festivals, but I've been working on other recent parks lately, so just kind of make this festival area so I can get feisty. And come here, Irvington Station. We're gonna ride the subway, and that'll conclude today's showcase of my city. We just missed the train. I think we'll take the other side. We got arrows pointing to the next station. I think this one goes clockwise. We're here. It's Mountainside Station, just at the rich neighborhood we were at. I love this subway. It's so organized. It's really the best transportation method for the entire city. And we got a huge Ferris wheel. We're not gonna ride that coaster. It's really not exciting. So, and here's the bridge, Midtown TogaDen. We're here is here's the river. It's a tiny river with swan boat ride. And this is TogaDen. This is really all I have to show today. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm just gonna get one more skyline of it. This is a really fantastic view. I'm really proud of this city as well. So this is the entire park. It's absolutely crazy how I made this entire thing in 1 month. Like I don't know how I made this. I really don't. It's really just I love making cities. Honest thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's it. See you everyone.